Hi children, welcome back to English class. In our previous class, we discussed lesson 10 and about that story about Robinson Crusoe who lost an island and stayed there for many years. And then, in that island, he met a tribe person and then he made friendship with him and he became the best companion of his life. And he named him as Friday because he met him on Friday. And they too, later the story tells about how they escaped from that island by preparing a boat themselves. And after this lesson, in our remaining videos, we discuss the textbook exercises. Now we are going to start workbook part, that is lesson 10, Robinson Crusoe Island. The passage is about Robinson Crusoe Island itself. Okay, as you know that all our workbook part and lesson and exercises are connected with our textbook exercises. Okay, fine children. Now let's read this passage and later answer the questions that follow. And here is a passage. I hope all of you are ready with your workbook page number 59. Are you ready with your workbook page number 59? Page number, 59. Yeah, here is a passage. The island on which Robinson Crusoe was shipwrecked, means where it damaged, was once known as Mas-Itera. The island was called as, first in the beginning it was called as Mas-Itera, okay, which means closer to land. It is the second largest island of a group of islands. A group of islands is also called archipelago. Archipelago, okay. A group of islands is called as archipelago. Okay, called John Furnage Island. That island name was, that island name is called John Furnage Islands and lies in the South Pacific Ocean. That island is in South Pacific Ocean. John Furnage, a Spanish sea captain and explorer, was the first to land here in 1574. He landed there, okay. In 1704, a Scottish sailor was marooned. Marooned means abandoned, means leaving someone, like as a punishment or something like that, okay, leaving alone somewhere. So he was left alone there in that island, okay. Scottish sailor was marooned on this island. Alexander Selkirk, the sailor, lived on this island till 1709. See, many events and incidents in history, events happened on this island. That is what, in this island, in this island. That's what they wanted to tell you about the importance of this Robinson Crusoe Island. Okay, first where he stayed and lived, no, that in that story, that island first called as Mas-Itera, and the meaning of Mas-Itera means closer to land. Okay, then next one is it is the second largest island of a group of islands. It is second largest island of a group of islands, is also called archipelago. Okay, and then John Furnage, this island name is called group of island is called John Furnage. It's a name, okay. He was captain, Spanish sea captain and explorer. Okay, then a Scottish sailor, married means abandoned, means left here to live there alone. Okay, then Alexander Selkirk also lived on this island in still 1709 when he was rescued by a ship. Selkirk's story of survival had possibly inspired Daniel Defoe's 1719 novel Robinson Crusoe. Okay. Then in a report written in 1840, Richard Henry Tanner, a writer and adventurer, described the island as having very few inhabitants on it. Joshua Slocum visited the island in 1896 and said there were only 45 inhabitants on the island at that time. Robinson Crusoe Island, as it was named later, had an estimated population of 843 in 2012. The island has an uneven surface of the mountains due to constant and intense erosion, means eruptions, okay. Erosion, soil erosion, steep valleys and ridges have formed on the island. Volcanoes are said to have been active in this island for long periods, okay. And the uneven terrain has been formed by the lava that flowed from these volcanic eruptions. Why that island is like very uneven, not level? Because of eruptions of volcanoes many times, okay. The volcanic eruption on the island was reported in 1743. It is said that another eruption began on 20th February 1835. Okay, an island and lasted a whole day to, means how long it erupted, that volcano. Okay, in February 2010, the island was hit by a tsunami also, okay, and most of the coastal village of San Juan Bautista was washed away. Okay, near that island, all the villages were washed away, and the only warning to the islanders came from a 12-year-old girl who noticed that the sea had suddenly receded. Means she every day she used to go that seashore. One day when she had gone there, and she identified that sea had gone very back, like water flowing. Like she did not see water for a long way. For a long way she couldn't find water. Receded means moving back, like sea is, as if sea is getting water. If water gets back for a long moment, then it like wave would be very very forceful. Okay, right, okay. Then this foretold the arrival of, this says something is dangerous. If it goes too much back, you can guess that the next wave how it would like appear, okay, how it's going to take place, the next wave, okay. And then the arrival of tsunami wave, and the girl was able to save many of her neighbors from harm, because these people who are living coastal areas, they are very about they are well versed about all these sea like receded or something is different, they could identify, okay. So the Chilean government renamed the island as Robinson Crusoe Island in 1966 in honor of the novel and to attract tourists. Just to attract tourists, they they started calling it as Robinson Crusoe Island to attract the tourists and to honor the novel. Okay, now this is all about this Robinson Crusoe Island. Now let's go with the complete the table, date and event. That exercise 1 we are going to do. Okay, now what you have to do, date you have to mention and incident. Sometimes they have given date, you should tell the incident. Okay, now they have mentioned many dates and events in this passage, right? That we have to write down now. Okay, fine children, now let's start now. First date, like John Furness landed on, here let me write it here, and this side incident. Okay, this is date and that is events. Date and event. Okay, fine. The first one is John Furness landed on Mas Ichera, that is in 1574. You could find here 1574. Let me show you here in your page number 58, 59. 1574. First one blank, 1574. See, either they ask you to write the date, or they give the date, you should write the incident. First one they have written already, so I don't want to write. The second one 1704. What happened 1704? Let's go. Yeah, a Scottish sailor was married on this island. Okay, 1704. A Scottish sailor was married. A Scottish sailor was married. M-A-R-O-O-N-E-D was married on this island. Could you see the board? Yeah, on this island. Yeah, fine. Now let's go with the third one. Third one, again they have given the event, you should write the Date. Selkirk is rescued in which year? Now let's go back to the again 1704. Okay, 1704. Could you see there? Selkirk Alexander who rescued there. Okay, 17 once again. No, 1709 I think. 1709. Yeah, here it is. I'm sorry, here. 1709. Did you find 1709? It is 1709 when he was rescued by a ship. Okay. Now let's go with the next one. Event they have given already, so I don't want to write. Next also event they have given. Robinson Crusoe is published in which year? 1719. Here it is. 1719. Daniel Defoe. 1719. Robinson Crusoe. Okay. Even they have words, so I don't want to mention. 1743. What happened in 1743? See that below passage. All of you once go through page number 59. Okay. A volcanic eruption on the island. A volcanic eruption on the island. A volcanic eruption on the island was reported. That's enough. Okay. Now let's go with the next event and we have question and answer schema. Let's hurry up. Okay. So 1835. What happened? Another volcanic erupt. Another volcanic. 1835. Next one is 1835. 1835. What happened in 1835? Okay, let's see. 1835. Another eruption began. Another eruption. Another eruption was repeated on this island. Now let's go with the next event. Put full stop in the end. Next event, that is 1840. Richard Henry Turner writes about the island. It is in 1840. Let's see that year. 1835. Nowhere mentioned. Yeah, 18. A report was written here. Second paragraph. 59. Page number 1840. Okay, 1840 she wrote about that one. Okay, no need about this one. Next one, 1896. What happened 1896? Joshua Slocum visited them. Someone visited, I think. 1896, yes, here. Joshua Slocum visited the island. 1896. Here it is, Joshua, J-O-S-H. Joshua Slocum. Joshua Slocum visited the island. Visited the island. Okay. Then the next event is in the island is renamed as Robinson Crusoe Island. In which year? In last line of this paragraph. Same. See the last line in 1966. Write down 1966. And matter they have given. And then two more left now. The island in 2010, the island was hit by tsunami. That you have to mention. We don't have space, so I'm going to write here. Okay, 425. Date I'm going to write here. 2010. Okay, the island was hit by Tsunami. Okay. The island was hit by a tsunami. TSUNA. Tsunami. The last one. Number of inhabitants rose to 843. In which year? 2012. 2012. Matter they have given. Two more, last two more I have written there. I hope you could see that. Yeah, you could see now. Oh, this you did not see, sorry. Yeah, now could you see everything I think now? Yeah, this and this. Yeah, hurry up soon and now I'm going to start question and answers. Let's start question and answers quickly. Yeah. Answer these questions. What does Muscatera mean? Muscatera means closer to island. That is the first line. Hurry up then. I'm going to erase this one at first. Muscatera means closer to island. You stop writing yourself because it is in the passage. You can answer this all. But yet some of children are new to us. And if I ask you to do homework, you may or you may not do. So let's do it together, okay? By discussing. Yeah. First one, question and answers, part 2. That is Muscatera means Muscatera. E-I-E-R-A. Muscatera means closer to land. Okay, now let's go with the second question. That is, what is an archipelago? A group of islands. A group of islands is called an archipelago. A-R-C-H. Am I right? A-R-C-H-P-E-L-A-G-O. Archipelago. Okay? Yeah. Now let's go with the third one. Who was marooned on the Robinson Crusoe Island and for how long? Alexander Selkirk, a Scottish sailor. Alexander B-A-R. Alexander Selkirk. Alexander Selkirk. Now let me draw one. So this one. This is second one. Sorry, second one. Not third one. Alexander Selkirk, a Scottish sailor. A Scottish sailor, marooned, M-A-R-O-O-N-E-D, marooned on this island. And how long, they asked, on this island? From here we will write, from 1704 to 1709. 1704 to 1709. Okay, this is the answer. Okay, now let's go with the fourth one. What is the question? Why is the terrain of the island uneven? Because the terrain of the island was uneven because of it is no. You should write, see here. Uneven because Because the volcanoes are said to be active in this island for long periods, to have been active. I write this answer for one. The Taran Island is uneven because because volcanoes are said to be because volcanoes are said to have been active for long periods in this island, inactive in this island for long periods. In this island for long periods. Okay. The last question before we end this today's session, we are going to write the last answer. I am going to write here the fifth one. Okay. The fifth one. Fifth answer. Let's finish today's session with the fifth answer. That's enough. How did 12-year-old girl save her neighbors from harm? A 12-year girl noticed that the sea receding suddenly. So immediately, then she immediately informed about the 12-year-old girl. Notice the sea receding. Sea receding. Sea receding. Then she maybe immediately informed to the neighbors. And saved from harm. Okay, now see, let's see once. The 12-year-old girl noticed the sea receding one day. So then she immediately informed to her neighbors and saved from harm. So informed about this, about that, you write about that. She immediately informed about that. She immediately informed about that to her neighbors, and so they took necessary steps, and so she saved her neighbors by informing about that sea receding suddenly, means getting back that water and all. Okay, so they know all about that, so they would have moved from that place immediately with their things, necessary things. In this way, that 12-year-old girl helped the neighbors. Okay, Now, that's all for today's class, and let's end this class. And in our next class, we are going to discuss about the exercises, our workbook exercises, 10th lesson. That will be our last video of our workbook, this academic year workbook part. Bye bye for now. Have a nice time.